Good morning, everyone. This is the Brandy Johnson with this week's installment of Real Talk Thursday, coming to you bright and early at 9 a.m. rather than my usual evening times. And today I'm actually going to be reviewing the book. Wait for it. Get It All the Way Right. Choosing to turn it around because you are worth it. And this is actually by the authors, Dr. Jerry and Winter Bobo, who are human behavior experts and business strategists. So if you happen to jump on, be sure to say good morning. I'm quickly going to be going over this book. Let me not even say quickly. I'm going to be going over this book because it is something that I have been waiting for a long time. I just didn't know that I was waiting for it. So if you happen to jump on, be sure to say good morning, hello. Feel free to drop comments. Feel free to interact. So who we got? Hey, good morning, my beautiful sister queen. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I'm having to hold my mic because yesterday there was some audio issues that I don't wish to repeat today. But Antoinette Marie, I hope you are having the best of mornings right now. So let's get into part one, which is entitled First Things First. So one of the first things that we go over in this book is know yourself. In order to progress in life, in order to achieve different things, whether it be optimal relationships or uh, being the best employee you can be, being the best leader you can be, whatever it might be, you need to understand who you are. Because in order to be the most impactful on others, you have to first understand yourself. Good morning, Tidra. How are you? Excellent. Good morning, Simon. How are you, Brother King? So, that's the first thing that you learn when you begin this journey with this book. So, you have to choose happiness and understand the importance of your relationships, not just in regards to your one-on-one interactions with different people, but your relationships as far as business relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, whatever it might be, they are all important. And that is stressed vehemently in this book. So, know who you are is something that is repeated, it's a repeated theme throughout the book. Um, Without knowing yourself, you cannot fully impact and help others, nor fully relate to others until you have a full understanding of yourself. Grand Rising, Lady Queen I am. How are you? How are you? We also get into taking accountability for your choices. And we all know the importance of taking accountability. But just in case you are unaware of the importance of accountability, when you take full accountability for your life and the things going on in it, and the things that occur that maybe wasn't your fault, but you take accountability anyways, because accountability is control. Accountability is choosing to take control for your role, whatever it might be, in any situation, circumstance, or occurrence. So I'm quote the book directly here. Your partner or spouse does not make you who you are. You make you. And that is a direct quote by Dr. Jerry and Winter Bobo. But what they're saying is, and this could again apply to your spouse or any other type of relationship, no matter how bad or how good things are, you determine that for yourself. I used to go, my husband and I used to bump heads over the littlest things because I would allow things to annoy me. You got me? So when I learned that I actually had the choice to look at the big picture, look beyond what's right in front of my face, what's going on right in front of my face, and actually look beyond that and understand this feeling of irritation or disappointment or whatever it might be, one, I have to check that because big scheme, more often than not, the little frustration or irritation that you're experiencing is temporary in the big scheme of things. So just look past it, move past it. It's easy to do when you actually set your mind to do it. So, part two of the book is about focusing on your priceless journey. So, focus on your priceless journey. You can't run everybody else's race. You got to focus on your own. And if you're with and around people that you're supposed to be, they're going to run their individual races, and y'all are going to end up in the same place in different ways eventually. So, we go over the requirements of a happy marriage. So, impact of acceptance. Um, we all, when we get married, or when we're in serious relationships, it's important to realize there are going to be quirks about each member of the relationship that one another might not like. What they stress in this section is acceptance, accepting yourself so you can learn to fully accept others. The other, in this situation, being your significant other. So, another quote that I loved in the book is, our acceptance of each other opened the door for more honesty. Again, quote by Dr. Jerry and Winter Bobo. These two write in a way that their impact is so seamless. You can't tell if it's Dr. Jerry speaking, and you can't tell if it's Winter speaking if you are reading the book, unless they specifically say, my experience with Doc, then you know it's Winter talking, or Doc will say, when I met Winter, then you know it's Doc talking. But in between there, like, the book is so seamless, you can't tell who's speaking at any given moment. And I absolutely love that, because how many relationship books are out there that you can clearly tell when it's the wife speaking or the husband speaking? They usually say, well, I said or she said. This book is seamless. So it shows what it, and it's specifically written in the book as well, a symbiotic relationship looks like. Symbiotic meaning both parties benefit. Hey Trina, how are you? Good morning, love. So excuse me, still trying to get rid of this last little bit of cough. So what you need to understand in a relationship, especially with habits or little things that irritate you about your significant others, certain behaviors have had years of practice. So, patience is key to possible correction. Both parties have to be willing to correct the little things about each other that might irritate, frustrate, or sometimes even completely set one another off. But again, you have to come back to understanding what's really important. So it's the fact that he leaves the toilet paper on the paper towel on the towel rack rather than on the paper towel holder really important in the big scheme of things when you two are down in the trenches fighting to make a better life for your family and your future legacy. Is that really important in that case? And if so, slowly work on the behavior if you could do it from a place of love and respect. Otherwise, let it go and address it at a time that is appropriate to do so. So we have another quote: changes in perception equal changes in experience. Again, by Dr. Jerry and Winter Bobo. What is meant by this is when you take the time to look at a situation or something that bothers you or something that you experience from a different angle, the impact and the validity of your emotions in regards to that issue might take a significant turn. So take the time to build your mind and learn how to look past some of the things that actually aren't a big deal. But you have to, again, take inventory of yourself. And that's what this book helps you do. It gives you the areas to look at. It gives you the areas to look at as an individual and as a couple, whether you're in a marriage or a significant relationship. So, something else that is stressed is new lives exist on the other side of fear. What is this means that in order to seek a higher level, a higher, bigger, better experience in life, you have to move past, through, over your fears. That's all it means. So, when you're able to move past your fears, not only as an individual, but especially as a couple, um, you open doors that you probably never expected to be available to you. So work on that. And something that helps with that effort is, especially as a couple, again, because this not only tells you how this book, and I'm going to show it to you, get it all the way right. And that's Dr. Jerry and Winter Bobo right there on the cover. But when you make that effort and you focus on creating a harmonious home, and the harmonious home is a result of actually taking the steps in this book and applying them not only to your life but to your various relationships, but especially your marriage or romantic relationship, or long-term relationship, whatever it might be. A harmonious home is key to you coming together and building something bigger and better than you've ever experienced. So let's move on to part 3 here. Part 3 is entitled Unravel the Mystery. And if I'm being perfectly honest, part 3 was my favorite part of the whole book. It gave me some excellent information to better understand my own husband, not only my own husband, but also myself. And it was very, very important. I've already started making the steps to better understand how to make my husband feel acknowledged, heard, and respected on a higher level. Not that I don't already do those things, but I'm always figuring out a way to be better, not only for him, but for myself and for the sake of this household. So, Dr. Jerry and Winter Bobo break down personalities using 4 colors and animals, then follow up with a description of each. So, the colors and animals are blue, or the dolphin personality type, yellow, or the whale personality type, green, or the urchin personality type, and red, or the shark personality type. In learning this information, again, I learned more about myself so I can better excuse me, so I can better not only interact with my husband, but also other people that I deal with on a regular basis. When I can understand your personality and where you're coming from, I can better know how to serve you. So they even break down the approximate portion of the population that belongs to each personality group. If you are a statistics person, if you are somebody that likes numbers, if you are somebody that likes logic, this information is going to be extremely interesting to you. So, of course, no one personality type is absolute, but we all have one that we identify with more strongly than the others. So, again, when you pick up this book, and it's a strong suggestion that you do, if you plan to have a successful relationship, books like this can make that happen, especially if you haven't had examples of healthy relationships in your life. So that's why I enjoyed this book so thoroughly. I've only read through it once so far, but I will definitely be studying this book because it's been a I will say this is the first book that I've had that the authors are like me. They're where I want to be. They have a similar experience as far as who they are in regards to this country, wherever they live, the type of networks that they're building, stuff like that. So you see all of this. They again stress the importance of relationships. And there's something else that was shared with me that's not in this book, but quite recently. And it was via Doc, also known as Dr. Jerry Bobo. He shared a clip from another gentleman that I like to not follow but study, that I like to listen to and study. His name is George C. Frazier. And he stressed the importance of POS, and not the typical meaning of POS. People, get your minds out the gutter. I'm not being facetious. But POS in this circumstance refers to the various networks that you need to build. And again, this was shared with me via Dr. Jerry Bobo, by way, I should say, via George C. Frazier, um, by way of Dr. Jerry Bobo. But P stands for your personal networks. O meaning your operational or organizational networks, and S meaning your strategic networks. If you want to know more about this, simply look up George C. Frazier on YouTube. You'll find this breakdown. Um, if you are somebody that is looking to do something different in life and relationships are important to you, you want to learn more about how to make them work at their most optimal level, this is an absolute great read. So when I wrap up this video here, I'm actually going to drop the link to where you can purchase your own copy of the book. It's $23.99 and it arrives very quickly. And I will say, upon reading this book, uh, I immediately reached out and said, I hope you guys have another one in the works because what they fit into this 90 pages is ridiculous. When I initially started reading it, it was like trying to take in a sip of water from a water hose. But it's baffling to me, honestly, that you can fit that much information so succinctly into so few pages. And it's actionable information, which is rare. So I hope you guys appreciate and enjoyed this review of this particular book. And again, it's called Get It All the Way Right, Choosing to Turn It Around Because You Are Worth It. I just get stuck on the get it all the way right part because when you understand what they're trying to convey and how successful not only their endeavors are, but their relationship, when you see how strong their relationship is, you will go out of your way to find out what makes it that way. So, again, get it all the way right. So, that's all I got for you guys this morning. If you like this time, be sure to drop a 1 in the comments, and I'll focus on coming on early on Real Talk Thursdays and leaving Woke Wednesdays at 8 p.m. instead. So I'm trying to switch it up a little bit to make things more readily available to you guys, as well as give you chances to catch me live if your schedules are all crazy. On top of that, I'm trying to provide you guys excellent information. So if you appreciate what was done today, if you like this time of morning, drop a 1 in the comments. If you would like to see me come on maybe a little bit earlier so you can catch it live, drop a 1 in the drop a 2 in the comments. All right. So hopefully the audio came through better than it did yesterday. If not, I'm gonna continue to work on it. And regardless, I love you guys and I will see you again soon. Later.